Hardwick. I did a mating with my American Pocket Bully. Did a scan on day 27. But it was too early to see how many. I got a scan on 38. All the puppies had gone, she had absorbed them. So you're asking why did this happen? We're back to the same thing again. Look, the ultrasound, we already said the ultrasound was too early and they couldn't tell how many going on. And now they say there's no puppies in there. I mean, this is back to the same conversation with the last one about the absorbed puppies and ultrasounds. You just don't friggin' know. I mean, what I would do is just keep a careful eye on this dog because you may still have puppies. There may be a puppy in there. Be careful when you get to the point that she's close to having puppies, and if she shows, if there's any possibility she's got puppies, do an x-ray and find out whether there's a puppy in there. Because you absolutely can get caught out on this, where you think she's not pregnant, you've been told that she reabsorbed all the puppies, there is in fact a puppy in there. And so then you're caught out in the middle of the night with a stuck puppy, and they tend to be big puppies because there's only a single puppy in there, so you can really get in trouble with this. So pay attention to this. You've got to pay attention to this. How old can a puppy be when you start taping them up? If you're talking about, this was from a video that I did on puppies pointing backwards, ASAP. The day that they're born and you realize you've got a problem, start taping them up. Don't hang around. Do this right. Swimmer's syndrome, you're not going to see the effect of that being of any use taping puppies' legs up until they're ready to start getting up on their feet. And that's typically when their eyes are open and typically 2 weeks old or older. So that's different. But if you've got puppies where they've got puppies that feed her out the wrong way, start taping those up immediately. Mr. Ace of Spades says, a really smushed up face is terrible for breathing. They suffer so bad. They get older. Longer leg Frenchies tend to be healthier. Well, I mean, certainly smushed up faces, brachycephalic dogs, we're not doing them any favors by having smushed up faces, but that's the look we're trying to get. So, what we want to see is a dog that has a smushed up face but still got big nostrils, big nares, right? I don't think it's got anything to do with leg length at all. I don't know why you're bringing leg length up here. I don't like a leggy dog at all, but apparently you're under the impression that longer legs are better for Frenchies. Longer legs are likely to have longer bodies and possibly less spinal issues, so there can be other things that are affected with that. But anyway, why is Brindle bad? It's not bad, it just stops 10 points. Aubrey Raymond says, found your videos, did a progesterone test on day 8. The results are 25.6 on a V-check machine. I don't know the V-check machine, so you've got to find out where. I don't know that machine. If it's like an IDEX, then you're in surgical or TCI territory at a 25. But I don't know the V-check machine. But if the V-check is similar to an IDEX, but I suspect it is, and you did a regular AI at a 25, you probably still get a litter out of it. What DNA, from Joseph Luce, what DNA is a platinum blue tan? Well, you don't have a platinum blue because a platinum is a blue and cream and chocolate dog all combined. So the DNA on a platinum dog would be little e cream, little d blue, little co cocoa. That's a platinum dog. If it was, instead of little co, it's little b, that would be an Isabella. And if it was both together, little b, little co, that would be a new shade. And if it's little e, becomes a platinum. The tan points can either be ATA or ATAT. Bob, have a 15-year-old Chihuahua. She's still going through a heat cycle. I can't believe it. She does not bleed anymore. She stopped at about 5 years ago. She's 6 or 7 days into this. Can she still get pregnant? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I personally would try not to breed a 15-year-old dog if it was me. I think that's, you're asking for some trouble here. But can she get pregnant? Yeah, absolutely. And can anybody tell you whether she can or can't get pregnant? No. What's the chance of getting pregnant at 15 years old? Probably not that good, I would think. But, what are the chances of complications? I would think significantly greater. I mean, this would be equivalent to, human beings, right? Go look and see, what is the preferred age for a human to have babies. And I think the right answer is the healthy age for babies in terms of physically their body would be something between 18 and 33. Psychologically, I think it's probably much closer to 30 than it is 18 personally, but still. But once you start getting into the 50s and 60s and 70s, now obviously menopause can stop this from happening, but that's not the case in your dog. And there have been people who have had successful births at 100 years old. Crazy as that sounds. I mean, thank God my mother wasn't 100 years old when I was born, because she would have been a bit crabby when I was around. She would have been able to put up with me. I wouldn't be here. She'd have killed me. She'd have bashed my head against a rock probably by the time I was 2 weeks old. Okay. Some James Stone is saying such good breeders. Tammy's wonderful with the pet pups. She is. She loves it. That's why. It's the genuine. Good morning. I have a very lethargic newborn. Newborn does not want to eat. Is there anything you may recommend? 3 days old. Yes. So, puppies that are lethargic could be that reason for a number of reasons. One is that they're not nursing. You need to check to see whether or not they have a complete palate. They don't have a palate problem. Can't think of the name of it now. Good Lord. Sometimes you have to wonder if your mind's going when you can't remember something. Anyway, check the palate. If you've got a cleft palate, there we go. Got a cleft palate. The puppy can't nurse. It'll try and nurse. It won't get any milk. There's a problem. Got to tube feed those puppies. The second thing is that puppies that are, put your little finger in the puppy's mouth and compare that with the other puppies. A puppy that's in good shape will be wriggling, sucking, feel warm and moist. A puppy that doesn't have a suckle reflex has got to be tube fed. A puppy that's cold has got to go into an incubator. A puppy that is not moist is probably dehydrated. So then you've got to go treat those things. And what do you do with these puppies? You put them in an incubator with oxygen, you tube feed them, and probably give them antibiotics. So the secret to this is to be weighing your puppies every day. And I know you're not doing that because you didn't tell me whether this puppy had been losing weight or not. Typically what you'd expect to see, depends on the kind of breed. Chihuahuas, they might have 4-ounce puppies. Great Danes might have 15-ounce puppies. Frenchies might have 8-ounce puppies. But if you've got a puppy that's small, that's the one to really start paying attention to. What you expect to see is whatever their birth weight is, let's say 8 ounces, will lose half an ounce overnight and be 7.5 ounces tomorrow. Day 3 will have gained that half an ounce back and gain a half an ounce every day thereafter. So day 0, 8 ounces. Day 1, 7.5 ounces. Day 2, 8 ounces. Day 3, 8.5 ounces. Day 4, 9 ounces, so on and so forth. If you see a puppy that is not gaining weight, that one needs special attention. If the whole litter's not gaining weight, then you have to suspect that mum's milk's got problems and you need to go address that. Nate. We had a litter of 5 puppies, but one was born appearing premature. It had little fur, no fur on its face at all, and was extremely tiny and emaciated. Can one puppy be drawn a litter due to the fact that puppies can be conceived over several days? We had signs of trouble with this unusual discharge in a pregnant dog at day 41. The puppy in question had no suck reflex at birth and he had to be fed by us till day 9. You've caught up to the others now and just looks like them. Well, good for you. Good. So, all right. So the question here is, I think, is this a problem because you had a puppy that was conceived earlier than the other ones because you did multiple matings? It's certainly possible, right? Certainly possible. And if you look at litters, you can see in a litter a variation in size of dogs. Some puppies that are 10, 11-ounce puppies and some puppies that are 6-ounce puppies. So certainly there can be some variation. What is causing the variation? Well, look, you said you had a problem with the pregnancy at day 41. And that was not because you had a dog that was conceived early. So I think something else is going on here. And I think that's the key to it. So something was going on at day 41. Luckily, that puppy didn't die inside her and cause you to have an aborted pregnancy, which can happen. You did the right thing by taking effort and time to get this puppy back up to its weight of its regular puppies, probably by tube feeding and incubator. It's good for you. And so what do? What you did. That's it. And just, you can wonder why all you want. You'll never know the answer. And that's it for this one. Bye. Encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them.
Frisky now, come on up here.